Everyone, it's last time we met the best race of Star Control 3. Now we're going to meet the best race of Star Control 2, the Spathi. Oh, I love the Spathi. They're cowardly and funny and awesome. They changed a bit in Star Control 3. They're red now for some reason. The limbs are the same color. And what else? Feel like I'm forgetting something.
Who is it that wakes me from my safe and happy sleep
Yes,
at this
they
time
are
of our new
Jewish now.
solar cycle? This
That's it.
is especially rude since my physical system is not yet adjusted to the new day length. Yikes! A vast menacing ship blots out the sun and threatens to rain down radioactive death upon us! Oh no! Compounding my fright is the hideous, bloated, green monster that looms before me on the view screen! Our end is at hand! We surrender, oh merciful evil alien! I, Nifawan, Regent of the ruling council of the Spathi colonists, officially surrender. We will reveal all League secrets to you and give you all our storehouse of minerals. Would you like to know the weaknesses of the captain of the League? He is a megalomaniacal tyrant, but a softie for polite rules of colonization. He's a sucker about forgiving his allies for any sort of indiscretion. Now please don't... Wait. Echo, who has been fiddling with the color and contrast controls of my view screen? This is the second time this week! Yikes! It is the Hunam captain of the League of Sentient Races. I didn't mean it, Captain.
I love the Spathi. Oh, Spathi, we'll let this slide. I just love you too much. Even in Star Control 3, you are still awesome.
Wonderful. In truth, just between us, I have been quite ill at ease since your warp bubble transport hurtled us off into the void of the Kasari Quadrant like some castaway pedal claw covering. Yet now, I find myself enjoying your company.
This is
your sparkling
Rift from Star
conversation,
Control 2, if I
and
remember
the presence
correctly.
of your huge, powerful, death-dealing
So,
starship,
it's not
which,
exactly
being
a
my
bad
friend,
one.
you would certainly
No,
feel
certainly
compelled to
fits.
use in order to save me from any hostile life forms who threaten me with death.
Yeah, we protect Spathi. We love them.
We rejoice!
I love them. Hope you love them
Did
too.
we mention that we are
Also
enjoying
burn.
your company?
Yeah, let's
Well,
listen,
you
let's
see,
listen to the Spathi.
It's like this. When we first arrived, we were terrified to step out onto the surface of our designated planet. Savage beasts freely roamed the surface, gnawing the abundant tubers and root crops with massive forefangs. We did not dare set our pedal claws on that surface. These horrible pink-eyed creatures scattered at the sight of us, as if to regroup for a massive assault. We could see them lurking behind the abundant ground cover, their flop ears twitching menacingly, as if to signal an ambush. It was only after we incinerated several thousand of them with our beam weapons that we discovered, surprise! They were just gentle herbivores. Imagine our relief. So we were a little late in getting started colonizing. We have not produced too many eluder ships for you, but even now, our teams are hard at work.
Oh, Spathi, you are the greatest.
What is it you wish to know? We will try to answer, but please don't be offended with us if we don't have every answer to every question. Though we know you intend to seize the fruits of Spathi adulthood and whisk them off into the trackless reaches of space and launch them against monstrous, slavering aliens who drool for the tender gush of sweet Spathi flesh between their fangs, we will comply. Our exquisite eluder void ship is fast and maneuverable, with powerful engines that can outrun many kinds of enemy ships. We have a short-range front gun and a very powerful rear weapon, the famed backward-utilized tracking torpedoes. This ship is brilliantly designed for one purpose: running away. We are always willing to run away from a fight, and if any opponent is ill-mannered enough to pursue us, we run away while lobbing BUTT missiles at them. Of course, we are willing to gird our haunches and force ourselves to fight for the League. In such cases, we like to stay comfortably out of range and pop in occasionally to launch a missile.
That's the Elite in a nutshell. Stay away and bombard with
can
missiles.
best be described as meta-mollusks. We are intelligent and clever, but perhaps not very cunning. Each day when we awaken, we call forth the traditional Spathi prayer. Oh God, please don't let me die today. Tomorrow would be so much better. I will now relate the tragic history of our species. This is a sad tale, so do not even try to contain your tears. Once upon a time, many thousands of years ago, we inhabited the warm, safe surface of our home planet, Spathiwa. We were happy and content. During those golden centuries, we Spathi evolved into a simple folk, content with our calm agrarian lives, our rude huts, and our coarse woven turtleneck sweaters. We could have remained that way for eons, were it not for the sudden arrival of a million voracious monsters from hell. Darkness fell upon us. The evil ones came. These frightening, earth-on creatures hunted our people and devoured them like tasty nodules. We had no defense against them. We fled across the oceans, from continent to continent, but the evil ones always followed. Spurred by our great need, we advanced from simple tool-making to atomic technology in less than 1 Earth century. But none of our innovations was a match for the evil one's natural cunning and ferocity. Finally, with no other option available, we fled our world and took up residence on our moon, where we resided most uncomfortably for 300 years. Though we gained interstellar travel, we tended to stay close to home, preferably in the living room. So we learned little about other races beyond our neighbors, like the Androsynth. We thought we were finally safe, and began to emerge from our shell cases and relax our bodies, which were nearing toxic levels of adrenaline poisoning. Then the Urquan arrived.
I went to get some water if you're wondering, but let's learn about the Androsynth.
In our home
we haven't,
quadrant, where we felt safer
we've heard
than we
about
do
those
now,
guys.
though still not very safe. Androsynth space bordered our own. The Androsynth said they were clones of your Hunam race. While we never really liked the Androsynth, it seemed that they weren't out to kill us as everyone else seemed to be. So imagine our shock when we learned that they had been invaded and eaten by those fish folk. The Oars.
Oh no. Best part.
Well, actually, we don't know if the Oars ate anybody, but we're sure they did something creepy. We're nervous about being in the league with the Oars, since they seem
Oars
so
equal
dangerous.
bad. Got it.
Oh, are you a stickler for details like proof? How do you ever get anything done? Proof we cannot supply, but you must admit those Oars are unnerving. Please keep them away from us. You know how sweet and tasty Spathi are to predatory creatures? In the years after our escape from the evil ones, we created many complex rituals to keep us safe from any future predators. But none of them worked. The Urquan arrived at Spathiwa and held a great ceremony. Part of that ceremony involved blasting portions of our planet's surface into radioactive dust, and this part we did not enjoy. But the worst was yet to come. The Urquan explained our options as new slaves. We could serve as fighting slaves, or have our world be forever encased in an impenetrable energy shield. We grew overexcited at the slave shield option, since it would make us safer than we were. Monsters could not pop in by surprise if we were shielded. We eagerly transmitted our decision to the Urquan, but the Urquan servant was a member of a race of gelatinous pranksters called the Umga. The Umga saw how eager we were to be cut off from the galaxy's wars and told the Urquan that we wanted to become fighting slaves. We tried to explain the disastrous mistake, but the strict Urquan bureaucracy had no mechanism to allow any such change in status. Following that most tragic day, we were forced to assume the role of an Urquan star thug.
Nice to see a frightened Spathi. It's
Not
much more enjoyable than that head
Well,
bobbing.
I take that back. We did take away their hyperwave caster, which they were using to frighten us in many other races. We gave the caster to you, and you used it to save the galaxy.
That is,
Well, maybe not save the galaxy directly, but it helped you save the galaxy.
that's something I did not do in Star Control 2.
No!
That explains so much,
No.
actually.
Yes. We'll stop.
Oh, Spathi.
For many years, we boldly attacked countless horrible threats in daring space combat. Well, not really. We mostly performed garrison duty on stations with little strategic value, like slave-shielded planets full of weak but tricky races. Races like you Hunams. But then, you came along and eradicated the evil ones from the face of Spathiwa and sent them back to the pits of hell. You ended their relentless passion for our fleshy parts. We joined your war against the Urquan, but soon found out how to make a slave shield of our own. We used it to encase ourselves away from the Urquan and
something I did
also
not
away
see
from
in
you.
Star
We hid
Control
out
2.
for the rest of the war, which our prognosticators ensured us would last at
Whoops.
least 600 years. Imagine our surprise when frightening-looking Chamur burst our precious slave shield like a soap bubble and announced that we were free. We were not disturbed at the breakdown of hyperspace. Now, perhaps, scary big races would leave the Spathi alone to enjoy our simple pleasures. But you had to go and tell us that the whole galaxy would break down next. You plucked at some long-hidden chords of courage within us. And now, here we are. And if I may say so, Captain, it was the singularly worst idea we have ever had. I want to go home. I want to go home.
Even in Star Control 3, the Spathi are still the bestest.
We will carry on with our mission. What is it you wish to know? We will...
And, oh, precursors.
We have found traces of the precursors scattered throughout our space. Our belief is that the precursors are not really gone. They simply came to their senses one day. They realized what a dangerous place the galaxy is, and used their superior technology to invent some kind of splendid invisibility shield and remain alive and happy to this day in our very midst. We hope to rediscover this secret someday and disappear into similar obscurity.
Knowing the Spathi, that's more likely than you think.
Must you take your sheltering, protective precursor vessel away from our skies so soon? Very well. But return soon, Captain.
You heard nothing. Anyways, colonization time. Not really, but, pretty much we actually don't want to build any Eluder spaceships because, well, we start with 3 from the Spathi, and each spaceship takes up 30 colonists. We don't have 30 Spathi to spare, so we'll just have to make do with the 30 we got. Actually, I might do that next. Ooh, some good resource worlds here. Next time, I think next video, ooh, lots of good resource. Next video, I'll strip the Spathi in the Eluders, and use the crewmen to set up a couple more colonies, because 201, I don't want to split that up. They'll just slow down the main colony and make everything more annoying. We want lots of Spathi. No anomalies in the system, oddly enough, but it's not a problem. Yeah, we have Spathi. That'll be next video, though. Because right now, we're pretty much waiting for fuel. That's pretty much it. I suppose I was looking for places to put some Earthlings, but I don't want... This is a Spathi system. This is not an Earthling system. This is for Spathi only. And we're pretty much just waiting for... This is probably going to be the most annoying part of the game, waiting for more bloody fuel to explore the place. But we'll have to go back to you-know-where first. The colony. And our best bro, Nifawan.
Hello again, friend Hunam. We make merry in celebration of your arrival. How go your foolishly courageous and noble efforts to save the galaxy? I'm sure you're doing very well, and can spare some time from dealing death and devastation to any offending races for long enough to have a nice visit. Please stay as long as you wish, and keep your massively intimidating ship in our orbit fending off all enemies with its mere presence. And while you are here, you can give your dear friend, the Spathi, many more worlds to colonize so we can make more ships and become even safer.
The Spathi, still the greatest.
Must you take your sheltering?
I'm not gonna lie, the next 4 minutes, are pretty much just waiting for more fuel. Yeah, sorry about that. But man's gotta do what a man's gotta do. Whoa! Actually, 3D star map's annoying me. We gotta go to Astate. Whatchamacallit? That's the... As I mentioned, I played ahead before, so there's some more allies in that place. Or some more of, not allies, what's the name I'm looking for? Well, there's some more of us, our friends in that place. So we'll be headed.
Pay dirt! Captain, we've found a large cache of precursor records about genetic engineering. Evolutionary development of sentient and non-sentient species appears to be a consuming passion for them. We'll continue to update you as we translate.
Oh goody. Apparently our guys in orbit around Spathi will have found. Either that or I think hyper broadcast transmissions are still working, because that's pretty much the only thing I can think of to explain that. Star Control 3, everybody. Waiting around for more bloody fuel. Oh, there I go. Making sure that we got everything. Spathi, they're building something. Not sure what they're building. It's not important. We want them to get as built up quickly as possible. So we can make more Spathis. Want all the Spathis. Are you heading back to Earth's link system, Helios, yet? Know me? Great, had all these things to talk about first video, now we don't. Oh, here we go.
Hi, Cap.
Hi.
How can we talk to you soon,
I'm
Captain?
pretty sure the precursor thing is just, well, we'll be back. Just gonna make sure that the colony's good. We got lots of RUs, and yeah. Let's check on our other 2 colonies. See how they're doing.
We recommend that you consult with the Earthling homeworld on Helios 3. They don't tell us frontline grunts a thing.
Yep, we gotta suffer through that every time we want to check up on a colony. Long story short, it's doing good. Blah 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 blah. Yeah, thanks a lot, buddy. This is... ooh, lots of RUs here. Well, they're gaining RUs, so we'll want to steal as many of them as possible. No limit might come in handy later. Seed some more colonies. Yeah, we need some for more colonies anyways.
Hi, Cap. How can we help? We don't know what is legend and what is truth. But the information points to a great and powerful race that developed miraculous technology, uncovered amazing secrets of time and space, and then disappeared. They left behind few clues about who they were, but lots of technology. We suspect that they were huge, hulking creatures, and like us, they were concerned with the stability of the fabric of space. Hopefully, we'll find full records on them, and save the galaxy before we meet their fate.
So, long story short,
Talk to you
they're
soon,
standard
Captain.
precursors. And, we got good source of fuel, lots of RUs. Helios. Yeah, we only got, it's 12 days in, we only got 4 extra people in place. That's not good, but we got a bunch of other star systems to explore, so that'll be next video. Good night.